Greetings, my brothers and sisters. I do not own copyrights to the music that is playing in the background. I just come humbly before you on this beautiful Sabbath day, so giving righteous and praise for this beautiful Sabbath day. Blessed be the Lord God, bless the Lord, O my soul. Give thanks to all things, For giving thanks is one of the most important things in life. So we must give thanks, for everything. I just want to read a few scriptures because a lot of people shun away the Bible and make the Bible seem like it's irrelevant. Oh, man write it and blah blah blah. This man have to write it. For God what? God created us in his own image. So God is a living man and woman. So that's very important for us to understand, because understanding is everything. Not just ignorance and just shunning stuff that you don't understand, So that's very essential. It's very necessary to understand the ways of the Most High, It's very key. So I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 20 verse 3 on to verse 5, which is very important to me, I don't know, maybe it might be important to you. Maybe you can gain something from it and you could go read it yourself. So give thanks and praise for this beautiful Sabbath. Isaiah chapter 20 verse 3 reads, Then the Lord Rastafari said, Just as my servant Isaiah has walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and wonder against Egypt and Ethiopia, so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians as prisoners and the Ethiopians as captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. Then they shall be afraid and ashamed of Ethiopia, their expectation or our expectation, and Egypt, our glory. The reason why Ethiopia is our expectation, because King Selassie came out. King Selassie Queen is the one who arises in Ethiopia to protect it from foreign invaders, but not only just to protect it, but to save his people, to save his children, or his children's. So that's very important. The reason why Egypt is our glory, because that's where everything began. That's where civilization began. That's where everything was invented. That is present today. So there's nothing new under the sun. So this is the reason why Ethiopia is our expectation, because Ethiopia is where the Davidic throne is. Ethiopia has never been colonized, has never been touched by foreign invaders, even though they tried and they took control of certain parts of Ethiopia. They haven't conquered the whole land, and they couldn't. So even to this day, even up until this present time. So this is why Ethiopia is our expectation and Egypt is our glory, which was called Kemet in the ancient time, the black land or the land of the black, so that's very important for us to understand, because everything is here in the scriptures. The Bible came out of the hieroglyph of Kemet, ancient Kemet, which is called Egypt today. So that's very important to understand. Blessed love to one and all, Blessed love to one and all. The Bible is very important. From I and I, King and God glory in it, so I and I must glory in the Bible. So for my part, I and I glory in the Bible. I don't care who don't wants to read the Bible. I don't care who talks about religion, because this is where I gain my spiritual power from. This is where I get my understanding from. So to all those who shun in the Bible, there's something in here to learn. Trust me, there is something in here you can learn. There's principle that you can take and apply to your daily lives and make your life better. So blessed love to one and all, and more strength to those who read and study the Bible and gain understanding. Blessed love.